So a common question I get every day is, what are the closing costs when purchasing a property in Maryland? And then likewise, when we're working on a property in Delaware, what are the closing costs there? And are they negotiable? Well, in a normal market, I would say yes, the closing costs are negotiable, at least a portion of them. And what the negotiable piece that we typically see is the transfer taxes. Now, this is something that I think has fallen off the radar for many agents right now and buyers, which might be a little tip as to how you could sweeten your deal when you're faced with competition in this very tight real estate market. But in Worcester County, Maryland, where you see Ocean City, Ocean Pines, Berlin, Bishopville, our transfer tax rate is 1.66% of the purchase price. Now, customarily, and in the Maryland contract of sale, they are to be split equally between buyer and seller, which comes out to 0.83%. That's actually fairly low compared to many states, but I will tell you that it's customarily. And one little tip right now, and I think a lot of people are missing this, if you want to sweeten the deal and you're up against competition, I would, as a buyer, offer to pay the entire state stamps and transfer tax, which is 1.66% of the purchase price. Little known fact here, because most real estate agents that are in the business right now are new to the business. But prior to 2008, the old rule of thumb in Ocean City and Worcester County was that the buyer always paid the entire state stamps and transfer tax. We actually had a different contract that we used, and it would say buyer to pay, seller to pay, or split equally. And it was the customarily way of doing it in Ocean City was buyer always paid it. So some of our sellers who've owned property for a while, many of them remember that when they purchased the property, they were told they had to pay the transfer taxes in its entirety. So this might be a little tip for you as to how you could sweeten the deal and possibly beat out the competition when you're trying to secure a property right now in this very competitive spring market. Now, on the Delaware side, Delaware has very low real estate taxes, but the transfer tax is considerably higher than what you're going to find in Maryland. In total, 4%, split equally 2% and 2% between the buyer and seller. So that's actually a bigger number if you are looking for ways to better your offer, sweeten your offer. In Delaware, it might have more weight where you, as the buyer, offer to pay the entire transfer taxes. So there you go. That's my tip and a little bit of history and background as to the residential agreement of sale and the Maryland and Delaware transfer taxes. Thanks again. If you guys need anything at all, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to tell you more and or help you in any way that I can. See you later.